Peace, Black Alchemy family. Let me get this right. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Many blessings. Alafia.
Islam, Alafia. What's up? All is well. Hope all is well with everyone. All is well over here. Peace and blessings. Give people time to check in. Give people time to check in and get up in here, man. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have fun tonight.
Oh, I wanted to say thank you guys. We have a lot of new members to the Black Alchemy Spiritualist page. Hi, everyone. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you for making Black Alchemy a family. I really want to tell you all thank you. We really appreciate you guys.
That's what's up. What you took down?
The comments. Because I'm going to handle that on my end.
What up, people? Give y'all some time to come in.
Some water. Drinking water. Well, tonight, guys, we're going to be, we're going to have a really good show today. We're going to be talking about the synchronicity and stuff like that. So I cannot wait to actually be able to talk to you guys about that. It's going to be a good show.
Yup, synchronicity, man. Wait about another minute or two. You know, people be trying to come in and they be catching us like in the middle.
I know. I'm
right
noticing that everybody's
so
been having so much trouble.
I'm getting time, man.
So much trouble getting in. You know, people have been having a lot of trouble getting in, and the internet's been knocking them off and all kind of crazy things like that. It's okay though, because we always catch it.
Get it up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right.
Sorry, I'm so thirsty.
We're gonna talk about synchronicity. It's gonna be fun. I think I mentioned it a few weeks ago. But synchronicity, no coincidence, no accident. No coincidence, no accidents. Right? Oh man, synchronicity, man. This is gonna be a fun one, man. It's all about timing and it's all about frequency.
Being in tune.
Being in tune. Right, being in tune. You alright?
I'm moving on.
Alright. You're in there. You're in
I
the
get
picture.
closer to you.
Being in tune, right? Timing, frequency, alignment, line up with a certain vibration, and things will manifest and happen when you tap into that and when you get aligned a certain kind of way. Now, you know, dealing with certain people, like, I don't know, I guess I want to say in the field of Western science and things like that, they would say synchronicity is a meaningful coincidence. Mm-hmm. And you know, there's no such thing as coincidence in nature, in spirituality, in metaphysics. We know that there's a cause, you know, to every effect, and for every action there's a reaction. When we talk about synchronicity, right, what we're going to do is talk about the law of unity. Mm-hmm. No man or woman lives unto themselves. Everything is bound and everything is connected. That's from every star to every planet, to you, to every microorganism, to every insect. Everything is connected because everything comes from one source. Everything has that same spark.
Yep.
It's just different variations of the one source that we come from for the experience of that source. So, in metaphysics, there's a popular phrase, right? And the phrase is, I wrote it down because I don't want to confuse it. I don't even know who the author of it is. I'll find it. If y'all know, let me know. But the phrase says, no, every action that you create creates a ripple in the universe. And, you know, that's crazy because you think about the butterfly effect. Mm-hmm. And that's a good movie for anybody who's ever seen it or haven't seen it. You want to check out the butterfly effect. That's real deal.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah. I have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, I gotta go back. It's been some years.
I have to go back and watch it with my extra eye.
Right, the butterfly effect, man. That's a good one. So we set off these ripples throughout the universe, right? That has an effect on ourselves and people around us. That has an effect on everything else. Mm-hmm. All events, past, present, and future, are linked. Synchronicity manifests in our lives, like I said before, as a timing thing, but it's perfect timing. Think about someone who might, you might get an instinct or intuition or some tell you not to go this way home, and you go home this way, or you might end up stopping by a store and then you running into somebody that you meet, starting a new relationship. Or on the negative side of that, you know, going a certain way, you end up getting in an accident. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, but it's about frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's about timing. It's all about the event. You know what I'm saying? So synchronicity is when we see a pattern of events that play out over and over again or repeat themselves, you know, at the same time. And these events are attracted to each other by the same frequency. When you have two or more events, right? Meaning how they relate to each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Synchronicity, you know, it's played out through people, places, events, experience, divinations, dreams, numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Synchronicity is very important when you playing the lottery, or when you playing the lotto, or even playing a scratch off. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was a time my mom, man, she used to play scratch offs. She was hitting back to back, bop, 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 bop. And I'm like, yo, man, that's crazy, man.
My parents had a knack for doing stuff like that, man. It was crazy to me because they could do stuff like that. They were amazing with stuff like that.
That's crazy. Synchronicity, man. You would hit the lottery if you can align up to the right frequency.
Right.
That's what it's about. Because you got to remember, everything that you can possibly need, it's out there. You just got to go grab it. But the thing is, what I mean by grab it, you got to line up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in your destiny to have whatever you desire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was about 14 or 15, and I was with a good friend of mine, and we were walking where I used to live out in Queens. And right across from my building, everybody in my neighborhood knows there's this park there, 17th Street Park, and there's a baseball field there. And outside the baseball field with these are these big concrete bleachers that people can sit on, you know, watch the games or whatever.
Right.
And I had the weirdest feeling. I just kept saying, oh my God, we got to get up out of here. We need to move. And she was like, why? I was like, I don't know. It was just, guys, with something in my gut. And I was saying, we gotta move from here. Let's just move from here. So we walked along. We went to the store. We on our way back. We see this big scene on the corner we were standing on.
Right.
Big scene. A car had came and crashed into the concrete bleachers right where we were standing. And the person had gotten injured pretty badly because they hit concrete. They
hit concrete, right.
And that's when I realized that my psychic ability was pretty much awakened. It was you know, it was on fire at that point. That's when I realized I can actually see and tell things. Yeah, right. My intuition was there. And it scared the crap out of me. So, yeah, talk about synchronicity. Because if I had ignored it, or if I hadn't have walked off and, you know, been in tune with my nature at that point in time,
the environment,
we probably would have been injured or killed or something.
Tune with the environment. That's what it's about. So, you know, I'm glad you said that, because whenever you're having a good day,
right,
and when it seems like everything is just going your way, that means you line up to a good vibration. You line up to a good frequency.
Right.
You know, you might wake up on the right side of the bed. You walk out the house, you might find some money on the ground.
Right.
I mean, it's just so many good things that go your way. But at the same time, like I say, on the flip side of that coin, you could have a bad day getting out the bed, wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and you can end up losing money. You know what I'm saying? You can end up injuring yourself, you can end up in an accident, you can end up getting into a confrontation, all that. It's all about the frequency that you resonate from. You know what I'm saying? What you attract back to you, because law of attraction is very important when it comes to synchronicity too. You know, being in the right place at the right time, being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Being in the wrong place at the right time.
Does I say it wrong?
No, I'm saying that too.
Being in the wrong place at the right time.
You might see something.
Or being with the wrong person at the right time.
Right. You might see some things. You might find out some stuff you didn't think you were gonna find out about. Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's the thing about it, like synchronicity. Oh, well, I'm talking about frequency. That's a new word, man. I put that together. Synchronicity, right? I like that. But synchronicity, right? It's like it's powered by where you at and where you vibrating from, or the frequency was coming from your heart chakra and what you desire or what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe will give it to you. It's a giant mirror. you know, what you throw out is going to be reflected back to you. That's why I say if you throw out positive vibrations or positive frequencies of abundance and wealth and happiness, if you put that out there, that's what you get back.
I'm trying to explain to people now, again, because we're getting clients, and it's the time of the year, guys, that people are getting their end of the year readings. And people are coming to us and they're wondering about relationships. Everybody's always wondering about relationships at the end of the year. And they either worry about money or relationships. And the people that are coming to me about their relationships are wondering why things are going the way they are. And I'm explaining to them, it's what you're giving out. You know, it's a circle. You're giving out something, you're receiving it back. Not that you're a bad person, like sending out bad vibes on purpose, but you know, you have to check that. You have to make sure that you're in charge of what you're sending out so you can receive back. You know, you got to be in sequence with your universe.
Right, and a lot of times it's done on a subconscious level or subconsciously. You would send something out.
Right.
Because your conscious mind is focused on whatever's going on in front of you, but whatever's in the back of your subconscious mind is still at play, still at work, still manifesting things for you. So it's still going to attract that good or bad situation to you.
The key word to synchronicity is sync.
Right,
you know,
it's sync.
Linked up.
The same way when you're on your computer or your phone and you got to sync it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Together. Guys, you're really going to have to start learning how to, if you don't sync within, you can't sync outward. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have everything, all your pieces together here, you're not going to be able to move out into the environment and sink in those environments neither. It's just not going to work because you're going to always feel like the square peg.
Wow, that's crazy because, you know, depending on how, you know, what frequency, like I said, I'm going to keep saying frequency, depending on what you're throwing out there is going to determine what kind of people you run into. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You run into like-minded people. Mm-hmm. According to the vibration and the frequency that you're on, something might tell you, nah, turn down this aisle. Nah, drive home this way. Mm-hmm. Nah, wait just a little bit. Oh, you might miss the bus. You might be a few minutes late getting out the house. But that's for a reason, because what that's going to do is line you up with a certain person or a certain event or a certain situation. You know what I'm saying?
And you can tell when you're out of sync. You can tell when you're out of sync because then you'll say, damn, I'm having a messed up day. Like, I'm just not on my A game today. You can tell when you're out of sync. Right.
You can tell when you're out of sync. But yeah, you're going to come across like-minded people. And that could be good or bad. Remember, it's good or bad.
I just had a situation where I had to transfer from one position to the next with my job because they were telling me that my personality and the personality of the new person there, we were so much alike that we were bumping heads. Quite frankly, I don't think she was anything like me. I think that she was upset with my energy because I guess I did have I won't say bossy, but I did have I had a leadership thing and she really didn't care for it. So we had to be moved around. So yeah, I guess we were kind of alike when it came to the sense of the roles that we were playing.
Right.
She didn't like me.
Nobody gonna back down, but that's the thing about it. So whenever you find yourself out of sync or just having a bad day where nothing goes your way, the way you can change that frequency is by changing your thoughts, changing the words out your mouth. Change the environment as far as like if you got any kind of music on, you might want to switch to another station. You know what I'm saying? You might want to change the vibration color of what you might be wearing. There's so many ways to change things, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you can change your situation at any given time, but it starts with your mind first, and I'm going to keep saying that. Everything starts here first, because that's the plane that we live in.
Every last one of these shows that we do go back to one word, and that's manifestation.
Manifestation.
Manifest. It goes back to the same thing. It's going to always link back up to manifest.
So thinking positive, speaking positive words.
I talk to you guys
having
about
positive
this.
actions.
Yes, I talk to you guys about this every week. Every Sunday I post up about positivity. And ladies, I have a message for you. Please stop waiting for somebody else to tell you who you are. Because if you don't project who you are to your men, to your partners, they're not going to know who the heck you are. How are they going to tell you who you are? You have to understand who you are and project that to him, and he'll understand how to take you and treat you from there, right?
Right.
You know?
Right, and that's what a relationship is based on. If it's going to survive, if it's going to work, you got to be in sync. You gotta be in tune. You gotta be on the same accord. You gotta be equally yoked. You gotta have balance. That's just what it is.
And work through it. Work through it.
I mean, you can try to force it,
right.
but when you forcing things together, of course, there's going to be friction.
Don't force.
But it's easy if it connects smoothly, then to have that, try to force it in, try to jam it in, friction, man. You're going to be up for rough times, man.
Have your energy. Y'all guys, I know you burn incense, right? You ever see the smoke and how it flows and stuff like that? Oh, my girl here. Hey, Jay.
Right.
And you guys, I want you all to remember the motion of smoke. And that's how you should be with your partner. Sometimes it does this and sometimes it does this, but either way it's still going. It's a dance. It's a dance. You understand? Dancing is never forced. You just, you watch your partner. He'll change the steps and you'll change the steps right along with him because that's your partner. You know what I'm saying? If you could dance with him, you can do anything. You understand? So I want you guys to remember the motion of your smoke.
Right. So, in other words, sync up your thoughts, your words, your emotions.
Absolutely.
Get it all on the same frequency and the same vibration. And that way you could break that bad day spell that you having. You know what I'm saying? Murphy Law says that whatever can go wrong will go wrong at the worst possible time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember, you create from here. You create your reality from here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that, with your thoughts and your words. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. We talking about synchronicity, right? I know a lot of people, man, they like, yo, it happens and it manifests in our lives, man. A lot of us just notice it and some of us don't notice it. I'm going to give you an example of how it happened young in my life. And it went strange. At that time it was strange, but I understand what it is now. I remember being in the car with my mom. And the time on the clock and the address of the house that we was parked next to and the tag on the car in front of us all matched up. So I remember making a joke talking about, oh man, you better play that number. That number gonna fall. Well, guess what? That same night, that number fell.
She didn't play it, did she?
Nah, she didn't play it. Real deal, that number fell. That number fell. The number, the tag number, the address number, and the time on the clock were all the same, and that number fell later on that night.
She should have played that.
You got to pay attention to numbers when you're dealing with frequency. You know what I'm saying? The synchronicity, man. You got to pay attention to numbers. Birthdays.
Anniversaries.
Right.
And she's not in here right now. Sashetka, my girl Kenise, she's big on numbers. She's big on 333, fives. She's big on it. I don't know how she keep doing that switch. It's like every time I turn around, she's big on writing it. Like she'll catch the time. 5:55, 2:22, and I'll be like, how the heck she catches so quick? She be on it. She be on it. 3:33, boom, boom, boom. She be on it. She'll post on Facebook that she's in sync with these numbers. And I'm like, wow, she is like good with it. She's like, boom. But the numbers that I always see is my son's birthday, 7/17. 7/17. I always look at the clock and see his birthday.
Let me give out our numbers.
Don't y'all be playing my son number and not say that to me. But anywho, yeah, seriously though. But she's like, numbers have an energy of their own too because they're endless. There are constant combinations to numbers.
Right.
Numbers have constant combinations.
It's all about being in tune, man. For real. Especially if you're a gambler, man. You ever see somebody in a dice game, man? Oh man, it seems like the dice just fall their way all the time. Just because they on a certain frequency, man. They're on a certain frequency and it just fall their way. You know what I'm saying? Look at somebody playing a card game like to go gamble in Vegas, man. A lot of people go to Vegas and come up, but a lot of people go to Vegas. You got more people losing in Vegas than winning. You think they understand the law of unity and the law of frequency and things like that? They understand that.
Quasia just said that 717 is all over the place where she is, but that's their area code.
Wow. And that's one of the aircrafts I work on, the 717.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a frequency with the number.
Right. But you got to pay attention to them in certain situations and certain events when you got the same numbers popping up. Mm-hmm. The numbers going to fall. Mm-hmm. They're going to fall. And it's pretty much like, it's like the universe or your ancestors, somebody trying to tell you, because you might be going through a tough financial time.
Mm-hmm. And they're knocking
a hard situation. You like, man, I don't know where this money going to come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Bam. Just like that.
Just like that. And it just hits.
Just like that.
It hits.
Right.
You know, these are lucky numbers. Birthdays are all lucky numbers. Because it's the time when your ancestors get to come back on this plane to see you, or a special one from our past get to come back. No matter what debt they got to pay, they still coming back to pay us a visit. You know, so their birth dates are very important.
Right. You might be hurting, man. You go look in the mailbox because you staying positive.
Right.
Financially, you hurting though. You go look in the mailbox, it might be a check there.
Right.
I've had that. We had that happen
we've
before.
Had that happen.
I was like, yo, man, I don't know where this money gonna come from. I went to look and the check was there and I needed it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's when you attune and line up a certain kind of way. Especially like one way you get tied in with synchronicity. What's up, I got a question?
She said, Quasia said that she's been catching the same time, that very time, every single day for the past 2 weeks. So think about it.
You know
14.
what?
2 weeks is 14. Those are 7. It's 7 plus 7.
Right.
You want it. You got to go ahead and handle your business with that number. Keep that number play. No matter how many dollars you got, no matter what day it is, play that number. That's going to make you some money. Because that number is coming to you for a reason.
Sorry about that. I'm back. This book right here by David Godwin's Kabbalistic Encyclopedia.
Hopefully it's not backwards on the thing. It might actually be.
Yeah, it might be showing backwards on there. But it's a Kabbalistic Encyclopedia, right? When you see numbers like that just keep occurring and popping up, that number got a certain frequency to it and it got a meaning to it.
Right.
You can look up that number in this book and it'll break down a situation or individual to you, man. This is a good book to have.
Because numbers
David Godwin's Kabbalistic Encyclopedia, man, real deal.
They'll sync the number with a situation, or there's a meaning to the number. It really is.
Right, it's a meaning to numbers.
It always will pop up like that for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Get familiar with numerology. Real talk.
That numerology, y'all. Oh my gosh. It changed the game for me. Learning numerology, it changed the game. I know little things about it here and there, but it changed the game for me. Y'all have got to, even if it's something really small that you're going to read about it, get a quick understanding about numerology. I'm telling you, it would change your whole way of thinking. Even
with the astrology piece, you think about getting in sync with how Jupiter plays out in your birth chart.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Jupiter represents what your fortune,
yes,
your luck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How things go for you. What is it also? No, it's not expansion. It's Saturn. Not Saturn. Saturn is your discipline. But pay attention to what Jupiter is in your chart. You know what I'm saying? And get in sync with how that, because it might be some blessings down the line, but you don't want that block, or you don't want to block it yourself.
Right. Not realizing it.
Another way synchronicity works is through divinations. As far as like a tarot reading. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We personally like to have the person that we doing, if possible, that we doing the reading for, we like to have you touch the cards, because we need your energy, we need your vibration, and we need your frequency on it. Because the outcome, see, like, it's a deck of cards, right? But when you put your energy and frequency on it, the way the layout of the cards happen is talking about whatever the situation of the reading or whatever the question was. Right. You know what I'm saying? And because that's the one that, like, yo, how it happened?
How you doing that? We also really good because we get people from all over the country, and some people outside of the country we have to do readings for. So we do them over the phone, and sometimes we do them through video. And your energy is used regardless, but I like to give people tutorials. This is why I like to do things with video or have you here, because a lot of clients come to the house. And I like for you guys to touch the card so I can literally show you the card and give you a tutorial of what this card means in your life at that point in time, right then and there. Right, this is why we do the cards.
That's right.
And we try to sync, again, we sync ourselves with our people that we're talking to, so that you guys can get a better understanding of what the heck you're even asking. Why is this happening to you, or what do you want to happen? Why, how are you going to make it happen? This is why we do it like that. We sync with you.
Right, you be in sync. And another thing is too, like a vortex opens up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a connection to whatever your higher self or your ancestors or your spirit guide, whatever. They share their energy, they thought
And
goes
they
into
channel
that
right
reading,
through.
it channels right through and makes that divination turn out in a way where you can receive the message that they're trying to give you.
We will be doing another tarot show before the end of the year, because I want you guys to get an overall. It's not personal, but we'll talk about that later. But we will be doing something for the end of the year of what's going to come for humanity, for all of us, like the reading that we just did a few weeks ago of what was going on as far as our politics in this country was going on.
Right. So
right back.
all right. Yeah, synchronicity, man. It's like something that has been going on the whole time, man. It's just like a lot of us not even conscious of what's going on with it. A lot of times the way it'll manifest with us to make you think about it, right? Say like you be in the car, or you think about a song, right? And you turn the station and the song you're thinking about is on. That happened to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to do it. But I learned how to do it right, changing your stations. Or you can be like talking about somebody, right? Or thinking about somebody, and all of a sudden the phone ring and that's them. You
My
speak them
grandmother
up.
did that all the time. Nanny did that all the time. You call, she didn't have caller ID, and she'll say your name. She'd be like, "Hey, how you know it was me? I know your ring." He. She thought that was so funny.
She said, "I know your ring, but check it out. You know what we say? So your ear must have been ringing. When people talking about you, yeah, I know your ring."
She said, "I know your ring," and she would laugh, and we would be like, "How the heck did she do that?" But she was good at that. She was really good at that.
Yeah, man, you can talk somebody up. You can think somebody up.
And that
just like you
happens
can
all the
think up
time.
a good situation or a bad situation too.
How many of you guys were in a car driving or whatever, and the stoplights? How many of y'all can sync those green lights so you can get to where you got to go? I have done that a lot of times. Like, oh my gosh, I can't stand these red lights. Please turn green. And they all turn green and you can just go straight forward. I love doing that because I'm like, oh my God, I hate driving and running into lights anyway. They just aggravate me. But, you can sync those.
You can sync, like I said, everything is tied and bound together. Everything is connected. You know what I'm saying? Everything has an effect on the other.
Mothers with children.
Oh, wow.
Mothers with children, we have a link with our kids. And you can literally feel when your children are not safe. You can feel when your children are about to get into something or something's going on. You can feel that. Moms, we are synced with our children. Not saying the dads aren't. I'm not saying you guys are not. But I can only speak from a mom's point of view. I'm just saying we are very synced with our children. We can tell. Like there can be 100 babies in a room and you can hear your child crying out of all of those babies.
But that's the thing about it. Like they might cut the physical umbilical cord, but the spiritual umbilical cord is still there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember doing things as a kid that I probably shouldn't have been doing, and I'm thinking I'm being sneaky, and my mama peeped around that corner. Like she knew. Matter of fact, she still do that, right? She still do that. So that's that thing. Like that spiritual umbilical cord is always going to be there. Even though they cut the physical one, the spiritual one is always there. You know what I'm saying? A mother could be somewhere in the home, and her child might be out somewhere, and she'll get that. Yeah. My child is in danger.
Yeah, you can feel it.
You know what I'm saying? That's real.
All of us know.
She in tune. She in sync with her kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that mother's intuition.
Yeah, we feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
We feel it with our partners too.
Right.
We can feel it with our partners if we are, especially because everybody you're with don't mean you're spiritually synced to them. But when you're spiritually synced to your partner, yes, you can feel stuff.
Right, and you know what's another thing is too, like for people who always, we have to break the habit and the bad habit of being a victim or having a victim mind state or always thinking that someone's out to get you.
Yeah.
Because what you do, you actually on a lower vibrational frequency, right? What you're doing is that you still sending out a frequency, right? And you're making yourself the prey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be a predator out there that's going to come and try to take advantage of you. I've known people that have been robbed numerous times, and I've known people who never been robbed at all. You know what I'm saying? This things happens. It's a certain kind of, you emit a certain frequency off you that says, I'm a victim. Take advantage of me.
They say dogs can sense victims, right?
Right. A dog can pick up. They said a dog pick up on your fear.
Right? Don't they say that?
Right. They said dog pick up on your fear.
It emits, and don't it change the pheromones?
Because you can be out, and other people could be out, and there could be somebody out ready to rob and stick somebody up, right? And he won't stick up this person, he won't stick up that person. But guess what? It's something about you that says, I'm going to rob that individual right there. That's because you're in that fear mind state, you're in that victim mind state, and that's what you kick off.
Well, like I said, I think it changed the pheromones too. I really do.
Yeah. Because, like, all thoughts have an effect on your emotions, and your emotions have an effect on the chemicals with the balances and unbalances inside of your body.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So chemical things going on in your body from that point on are emitted out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So your emotions and your thoughts play hand in hand with that, to what's going on with your, the mechanics of your body when it comes to that.
That's true.
So you gotta be careful with that.
That is true.
Get out that victim mind state, because you're gonna draw and attract that to you. That's the law of attraction. Remember, what you throw out there is gonna come back to you.
Get out that predator mind state too, y'all. There's some of y'all that's do some predator stuff. Now get out of that mind state too, because that ain't cool. That's not okay. It's a difference between being a boss and a shark. It's not okay.
Right.
We talked about that last week.
Right, but if you're in tune with your surrounding, in tune with nature, you really ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to worry about. That's why we talking about synchronicity. We got to get in tune to what's going on that's around us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, and I'm going to say this, ain't nothing to fear outside of yourself.
You always say
when it's all said and done, it's nothing to fear. Ain't no opponent going to match you, or no opponent great enough to challenge you other than yourself.
You know what? We're on synchronicity, and this is going to take me to a community type of thing with us as melanated people. Okay? You know what the problem is? Why we're not in synchronicity with one another? Because we broke those chains. We are supposed to feel each other as people of melanin. We are supposed to be able to feel each other's pain and happiness. We have this issue in our community that it's basically like, well, that's not my problem. But it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not in sync with one another anymore. We used to be in sync with one another. We used to, that's why we were the soulful people. We sync through spirit. And we have broken chains with each other as people. And we don't have our synchronicity anymore, so that's why we don't have unity. We keep talking about unity. Can't have unity with something we're not in sync with.
Right.
So we have to we got to come and build our chains back in order to unify. Right. Forget all that. I mean, we're going to have to, because as a community, we're losing each other for real. So that on that note, we're going to have to start linking back up.
Right. You got to link. You got to start building. Not talking, but building. You got to actually have something to show. Right. You got to put action to those words. Wow.
That happens a lot.
Yep. Got to be in tune. Got to be in sync. Let me push this back some. Who we got listening?
Sorry, guys. We're back. We didn't really go anywhere, but y'all ever notice that happens a lot? I got it.
All right. Hey, anybody got any questions? Any situations they want me to speak on? I said we got some people up in here.
Yeah. I've been watching it. And Quasia was talking about the 717 and all that stuff. We were talking about numbers and things like that. Yeah,
man, you got to pay attention to them numbers, man. Matter of fact, pay attention to the energy in the air. Especially for me, because I'm an empath. It's all about what I feel and what I pick up on. That's what it is with me, man. When I'm dealing with people, I deal with people off their vibration and their frequency. Now, they could say whatever or try to present themselves to be one way. I go a little bit deeper than that. I'm trying to feel your energy. I'm trying to go beyond that mask that you're wearing. That's how I deal with people. I'm an empath. That's why I need an environment a certain kind of way. Because I've noticed with me from childhood up to now, like if I was in a hostile environment, then I take that on and I automatically get defensive and I can get just as hostile as everyone else. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? That's why environment plays a very important part of my life. I need a peaceful environment because the thing is, then I can manifest peace.
Right.
I can become peace. I can live as peace and I can live in peace. You know what I'm saying? Being an empath. So environment is very important.
Guys, y'all notice that the older y'all get, friends that you once had, you don't have them anymore. It could even be family members. You're not in sync anymore. You're not in sync. Chains have been broken,
Right.
or snapped, or injured in some kind of way. Trust is synchronicity. Trust is a form of synchronicity because trust comes with a loyalty factor, and these things all come together. If they roll together, it's a synchronicity. You know, look at synchronicity as a circle, a wheel that's always turning, and you have to have that. Bonds are broken on a constant basis because synchronicity is off.
Right.
So you won't have the same friends that you did at 14 that you will at 40.
Right.
Maybe not. Maybe you will. Maybe
what
you
we
will.
say, we outgrow people. You're just not in tune with people.
Outgrow people. We outgrow situations.
Right.
We outgrow environments. We outgrow places to live. Like, I know somebody right now, like, listen, I loved my house at one point. It's just, this is not what we want anymore. They're going off to buy another home.
Right. Wow. Right.
And
it's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? You just grow. Right. You grow. You grow away from people. People,
Situations.
You pull, and that goes to it. What they say?
She said, yes, work is work, but when I come home, my Mecca is all peace.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All peace.
See, you have to be in tune with your home. You can't control what's going on outside, but you need to have some type of flow within your home, some positive flow within your home. And like I said before, energy does not die. It goes from one frequency to another. It's positive and then it's negative. It's positive and it's negative. So how do you keep it positive all the time? There's a balance that you have to keep. Like the inside of your body. You could be acidic or you could be alkaline. You understand? Everything has an energy balance within it. You have to synchronize what's going on, balance it.
And that's why smudging and spiritually taking care and cleaning your environment, your home, and your body is good. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. You go outside into a messy world or a messy environment all day. When you come home, like Jay said, your home should be your Mecca. It should be your peace. You know what I'm saying? When you rest your head, you shouldn't have no trouble. You should have to leave your weapons at the door when you come home.
That's right.
But you shouldn't have to come home to any type of negative energy.
Right.
That's why you got to clean your environment spiritually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to wear your medallions and your pieces while you out in the world. You know what I'm saying? To deflect and get some of that negativity off you, because you don't want to attract mud into your home.
That's right.
Spiritual mud. You don't want to attract that and mess up your spiritual carpet and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Get things on your wall. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to work real hard to clean that energy up. Nah, it's about environment. You know what I'm saying? You want your house, you want your environment on a certain frequency. You want it at a certain vibration. Yeah, for us, we got a couple doors in our house, and man, believe me, we got a legba at the door. So when we say you gonna check that bull at the door, you gonna check that bull because he ain't letting it pass. And we take care of him. Right. Every door we got a legba. Ashe. That's true, Ashe. You know what I'm saying? We don't play that.
It's not happening. Not
right.
here. But see,
spiritual doorways and physical doorways.
That's right.
That's right.
You got to take care of everything. Then look out for people who are trying to sync themselves with you. Is their energy clear enough? You ever see somebody breaking their neck to be around you? Well, find out why, and find out what type of energy they're dealing with. Because if you're too trusting and you're not understanding what the heck is going on, they're gonna throw you completely off.
See, that's when it comes to that spiritual vampire stuff right there. Because if somebody's trying to break their neck to sync with you, that means you have a higher energy frequency than they do, right? And what they're going to do is come into your environment or come around you, and what they're going to do is actually drain you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when two people get together, it's an exchange of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like the one with the most energy is going to end up being drained, being sucked dry.
Yep.
That's why you got to be careful about certain people you let up in your home, certain people you let in your car, certain people you let touch you.
And women,
especially when it comes to touching your head.
Right. Stop
Oh,
letting
man,
everybody
we gonna
touch your
talk.
head. You gotta talk about that.
Oh man, and I know this. A
Yeah.
lot of women gonna get mad with me. I don't care, man. I really don't care. I'm an Aries, whatever. I'm gonna say what I say, right? A lot of women like to put wigs or put weave. No, let me say this: put weave in their head, right?
I already know what he's
hair
gonna
that came from other women.
That's right.
You're bringing other people karma onto yourself. You're bringing other people frequency onto yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about your head, or when you think about your hair,
Your crown.
we talking about consciousness. We talking about your mind. We talking about your ori. You know what I'm saying? Samson has 7 locks, right?
Did he have 7?
I want to say he has 7 locks, and those 7 locks is the same as the 7 chakras. You know what I'm saying? When the locks got cut, he lost his strength. You know what I'm saying? Your chakras. Those 7 chakras, that's that inner power that you have. Kundalini is the inner power that you have. You don't want to be cut off from that. So what I'm saying, whenever you read in anything, whether it's mythology or anything dealing with symbolism, and they talk about hair, what it's doing is talking about your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? A prime example of that, you know, back in the 60s when everybody had the afros, the state of mind or where our people was at, is that they was like talking about too black, too strong. They was throwing up fists and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But that hairstyle of the afro represented a certain consciousness that was going on with the people at that time.
Right.
Because it was natural. Right?
Right.
Until it was countered and they put some juice in it and it became a Jerry curl. I never had one.
Me neither.
So I'm going to talk. That's about it.
I didn't need it.
You know what I'm saying? Right, but that's what it is. So thing is, you gotta be careful with putting people hats on or letting other people put hats on. Be careful who you let play in your head or touch your head. You gotta be careful with all that, man, because energy is transferred. It's never lost or destroyed. It is transferred.
There were 2 things that we were told not to do as children.
What was that?
Don't put balls in your shirt as little girls.
Oh, so
Don't
you
play
going
like
with
you're
that?
pregnant.
Right.
And if somebody broke their leg, don't play with their crutches.
Right.
We weren't allowed to touch crutches.
You know what? A few years
Crutches,
ago.
canes, walkers, we weren't allowed to do that.
Yeah,
as
don't
children.
sit in nobody's wheelchair.
Right, you weren't allowed to do that.
Right.
That's bad karma. And again, it's about synchronicity. That karma is synchronicity.
Oh, wow.
But she will attach herself to you if it's due. Believe me.
Oh, yeah.
She will attach herself to you if it's due. Karma can be
awesome.
good too, though.
Right.
But you didn't do stuff like that. You stayed away from people's walkers, their cane. Don't play with nobody cane, and don't walk with no limp. Because believe me, you're gonna end up with one. And I know those are old wives' tales. And it's like it's like you know, myths and stuff like that. But they were dead serious. Our grandparents were dead serious about stuff.
No,
like
but
that.
when you say something, when you act something out, you're throwing it out, and it's gonna come back.
Oh yeah.
That's why you gotta be careful. The law of attraction. See, that's the thing about it. Law governs everything. There's a law for everything that goes on. For every situation, there's a law that governs it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we say the law of unity. You know what I'm saying? When you learn that you're connected to everything and connected to everyone else, then you start looking at life or reality different. You know what I'm saying? Like, she get mad at me because it might be like a spider or something that'll come in the house, and she be like, kill it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna kill that. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't
Because
for me though. I'm not afraid of spiders, but my children are,
Right.
and they be screaming. I'm like, just kill it
yo,
for them,
I'm to
you
the
know.
point, man. It's hard for me to kill an insect, and that might sound crazy.
Well, he got the girls doing it now. Now they see hot spot, they be like, leave it alone.
Right, that's the thing, because man, they got that same conscience, come from the same source I come from. It's a reflection of myself.
Right.
It might be in a different form, but we share that same spark from that divine mind to put everything into play. You know what I'm saying? Now, if some trying to attack you, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't harming you, plenty of times I done collected it and throw it outside, let it go on by
Child,
the
he done
business.
picked up black widows and threw them outside, y'all. I think he crazy as all get out. But hey, that's
Right, but that's the
him.
thing. I done had black widows crawl on my hand and I don't get bitten. You know what I'm saying? I had a recluse on me one time.
He did.
And it didn't bite me. You know, a recluse is terrible. They bite you, man. They put a hole in you. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one that you might need to take out. But the thing is, I remember being outside and things like that. And I had a recluse on me. But when you're in tune with nature, when you're in sync with nature, you don't worry about that.
They don't come to me.
I like walking through the woods and the trees and things like that. Ain't nothing in there for me to fear because everything is only a reflection of me.
I don't do trees.
And then, too, I'm a child of Ogun. Right? And ain't nothing gonna happen to me in the woods.
Me, I'd rather be by water and not a pool. We went to the Dominican Republic. I had him at the beach every day. Sorry, we had to go to the beach every day. You know, I couldn't do it. I was just gonna make sure that he wanted to get in the pool. I don't do pools. It's artificial. We going to the beach.
Right.
So we were at the beach every day, and I was at peace.
Right.
And we enjoyed our vacation because I needed to be by that water. And that's the one thing that I missed from leaving New York, you know. I left New York, I left that water. Because we're right there. We were so fortunate to have water right there. Now I don't have it like that and I really miss it. Because I'm in tune with that. I'm in tune. I like to listen to it. I like the way it smells. And, you know, I got to have that water. I got to have some type of body of water around me.
That's what's up. Got to get in tune, man. You got to synchronize, man. You synchronize on the right frequency, man. Everything that you need. Everything that you desire will be right there at your doorstep. Real deal. Know what I'm saying? Everything that you don't need or bad situations will be there too. So you better watch how you think.
Right.
Govern your thoughts at all times. Govern your mind at all times. Don't let it run free. What we say, an idle mind is a devil's playground. And when I mean double, I ain't talking about no, I said it before, I ain't talking about no man under the ground, no
red skin and the pitchfork and horns.
Right, I ain't talking about that devil. I'm talking about the devil you see in the mirror to be looking back at you, the lower self. You know what I'm saying? The one that you can't pull no trick on, the one to know all your weaknesses.
And like I said, lower self is good for survival. But every day and every minute of the day, you ain't got to be in survival mode. So if you are constantly on that stuff, you better figure out why you're out of sync. You better figure out why you're out of sync.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about it. So, man, you just got to get in tune. You know what we say, mind, body, and soul.
Right.
You want to have that aligned. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your chakras, your 7 major chakras, because you got more than 7 chakras in your body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the 7 major that we deal with, right? You want to have them in tune. You want to have them lined up to open up your crown. You know what I'm saying? To open up your gates to heaven. You know what I'm saying?
And
get into the kingdom of heaven.
Have your chakras in synchronicity with one another, because some of them get blocked and they don't open and close the way they should. You ever see somebody talk too much and talk too loud?
Oh, man.
That throat chakra is wide open.
Always saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. Or the right time saying the wrong thing and telling themselves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with
about that throat chakra, because you talk too daggone much.
Right. Play yourself out of position.
For real. Then you have people who heart chakras are stuck. They're either too open or they're too closed. These things are supposed to open and close freely. Just like your heart beating. The beating isn't opening and closing. Because your blood is flowing through your heart and has oxygen, and it's going through a cleansing process, and you know it opens and closes. If one valve shuts down, you're not going to get what you need.
Right, but it's in sync. You need it in sync. And you have to have it in sync.
The chambers are in sync because they got to open and close at the right time.
Everything works together.
And that's how your chakras.
And that's what I'm saying. No one or nothing lives unto itself. I mean, it's cool. Like we want to say that, I can be very antisocial, but I have to break that. And I could be one to be like, yo, I'm an individual about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can think that you're selfish, but at the end of the day, you're still connected to something or someone.
No man is an island.
You know. I remember it was crazy. You think about like twins
Oh yeah.
who are in sync.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They shared
Or
everything.
You think about it, they ain't even gotta be twins. They could be children that grew up together, siblings that grew up together. That's in sync. You know what I'm saying? They could be on two different sides of the country, and one of them might be going through a hard time, might be feeling down, might not feel like talking. The other person will feel that. You know what I'm saying? Soulmates are in sync with each other.
Yeah.
Past, present, and future. Lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that.
Yeah, you can.
You can feel that. And that's the thing with soulmate, man. You especially with the twin flame thing, you automatically come down here in sync, because a twin flame is with one flame that's split into two.
And no, it's not the same thing as a soulmate.
Nah, you can have a lot of soulmates in your life.
A twin flame, you only get one.
Yeah, you got that one twin flame. Matter of fact, it's just one flame that's split into two and it becomes a twin. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? People like to say, what's 1 plus 1 is what?
I tell people 1 plus 1 makes 3. They do. 1 plus 1, 1 and 1 is 2 automatically, but 1 and 1 always make 3.
And I say 1 plus 1 is 1.
That's true. I said last week in our last show that when you there's no such thing as a 50-50 relationship. No 50-50. Because I'm not 50 of anything. If you're going to come as close to 100 as you possibly can get, meet that person, and y'all become a unit. Become a unit. There is no such thing as 50. Ain't no 80-20, 60-40, none of that stuff, because that's just, it's not balanced out. Ain't no such thing as 50-50 is not enough. 50 is not enough. And that is not enough to sync with. Because it's only half.
Wow.
I'd rather make a unit.
A whole. That's right.
You know, I'd rather make a unit. I'm sorry. Call me crazy. I'm just saying. I already did that. I mean, I was in a relationship for a long time, and nothing was in sync. And I was out of sync with myself. You know, you get into these situations, because that's what it was. It was a situation, and then you lose yourself. You don't know who the hell you are. You don't know what you're doing. You're out of sync. You don't even know what's going on within yourself. You have to build that, repair that, and move on.
That's right.
What else you got to say?
Not much, man. I'm gonna get ready to close it out. I'm just telling people, man, just get in tune, get in sync with your environment, get in sync with people around you, positive people around you.
Yeah,
Negative situations
and
stuff.
Stop linking up with negative people just because you feeling negative. That's not gonna help the situation. Y'all ain't gonna help each other, and y'all are not gonna help your whole thing. It just doesn't work.
Right. I never seen two negatives start a car. Matter of fact, they say you never see two positives. You gotta find balance.
You do have to.
You need a positive and negative to jumpstart that car.
Not meaning good and bad, meaning there has to be some type of balance, because they still give each other something.
Right.
They still give each other something, because a battery will not work without both ends.
That's right.
You understand? So you guys are going to have to learn how to pull it together. And guys, I'm serious. If you're feeling lonely and you feeling down, don't do something crazy. Don't do something stupid where you're going to end up lowering your own self, because what's going to happen is you're going to get into a place where you can't get out. I'm dead serious. You're going to get into a place where you cannot get out. Then all of a sudden your mind is going to switch you. You don't want to be there no more, and you stuck somewhere and you can't get out, and you have burnt so many bridges, nobody's willing to even help you out of it because of the negativity that you gave out.
Right. That's that past, present, and future. You know what I'm saying? Things that you do in the past have an effect on what's going on in your life right now, and depending on how you handle it now, determine what goes on with you in the future.
Right.
And when we think of the future, we thinking like some down the line, long term. But the future could be like a second or a minute from now.
1 hour.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
what you think is the present,
to change your life.
Right? A minute right now could be the past, just like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just to let you know that you're on borrowed time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing with your time while you're here?
And you know, because you were saying something about perfect timing.
Perfect timing, that's right.
You can make perfect timing.
Right.
People think perfect timing is of chance. It's not always of chance. Perfect timing is something you can make. I'm not saying you can control all of it. I'm just saying you can create perfect timing.
Yeah, because there's no coincidence. There's no such thing. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? People will get into a car accidents. So what was it that put them in the position or that place where they met to get into a car accident? It's a chain of events. That's why we're talking about the butterfly effect. Everything is connected. There are a chain of events all around us. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how we go with what chain and direction that we go determines what the outcome of things are going to be down the line.
Absolutely. Now,
certain situations, according to whatever karmatic debt that you might, or whatever karmatic lesson that you might have to learn, some things are unavoidable when it comes to that. Like, it might be a lesson you need to learn in this, and the way you're going, you're on that path to learning that lesson, but you might turn off course in this and that, or you might try to change it and try to go this way to try to avoid it. But guess what? The situation over here and the situation here is eventually going to connect you back to that lesson that you need to learn.
Some things are unavoidable.
And that's only because that's a part of the contract that you set up when you incarnated here.
We need to talk about that. That's another show. We're going to talk, about,
that
and how that works. Because that's something that you guys are going to need to learn, that you're here because you are supposed to be here. So we're going to talk about that too.
Right. So the thing is, get in tune with your environments. Get in tune with the numbers. Pay attention to the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Energy.
Pay attention to situations. Pay attention to the energy in the air. Pay attention to what's going on with the wildlife and animals around you. You know, I'll say, man, just get in tune, man, with reality all together, man.
And
Hands
I'm
down.
putting those cosmic calendars in there. Read them. Because
Right.
I'm telling you, you're in sync.
And right, you're in sync with what's going on with the signs and the planets, and it plays out in your life.
That's right.
Hands down.
That's right.
Right, the signs is how the planets manifest. The planets are the driving force, and the signs are how they manifest in your life. And believe me, you in tune and in sync with that. Consciously or unconsciously, you ain't got to believe in it. But just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it don't work.
Don't mean it's not working on you. And the ones that don't believe are the ones that are, whenever we're having a crazy day with the planets and it's causing confusion, those are the ones that walk around with the most confusion and cause the most calamity and arguments.
Right, because those who know better do better.
All right.
Hands down. So on that note, man, we're going to close out. Like I say, just get in tune, get in sync with everything that's going on around you that is positive. If it's negative, you got to cut that off.
Okay.
I mean, if you want negativity in your life and negative results, then I would say get in tune with that by all means. That's up to you. You don't own and make what's going on with your reality.
You make your own time.
Yo, that's what you want. That's what you want. But if you're looking for positive situations, you're looking for things to come, you're looking for blessings and things like that, in tune. Don't always look for the blessing, become the blessing. In other words, give that out.
So you can receive it.
Right.
Manifestation.
That's right, manifestation.
I told everybody at the beginning of this year that this year was about manifestation. That's what I said. Manifest was the word of the whole year. We're coming to a 12-month close. And it was about manifesting.
That's what it is.
You were supposed to manifest this year because you're going to live off of that manifestation next year.
That's right.
Okay,
so,
we'll talk about that when I do the tarot.
All right, on that note, we're going to close out. We say peace.
Peace. Blessings.
Blessings.
Everyone have a good night. You all be safe.
Yeah.
Okay, Black Alchemy family, we love you. We appreciate you and thank you all for your presence and your time and your input. Okay.
On that note, blessings.
Blessings. Peace.